What if the Earth wasn't a spinning globe, but a flat, stationary plane? Not as a conspiracy, but as a real, working reality. What would happen to gravity, oceans, weather, satellites? Today, we enter the world of hypothetical science to explore what Earth would actually look like if it were flat. Let's assume the Earth is a flat disk, with the North Pole at the center and Antarctica forming an icy wall at the edge. A dome, sometimes called the firmament, covers it all, like a snow globe. This is the model many flat Earth believers propose. But immediately we hit a problem: gravity. On a sphere, gravity pulls equally toward the center. On a disk, gravity would pull sideways the farther you walk from the center. Objects in water would be pulled at angles, not straight down. Oceans wouldn't stay flat. Mountains would lean. Buildings would tilt. So how could gravity even work? Flat Earth theories often claim gravity doesn't exist, and that we're instead accelerating upward at 9.8 meters per second. But this raises new questions. How do we explain tides, orbiting objects, flight patterns? And what force keeps everything accelerating forever, through space, without fuel or explanation? A flat Earth would defy not only gravity, but basic physics. Air pressure, free fall, and orbital mechanics would collapse without spherical symmetry. In the flat Earth model, the Sun is a spotlight moving in circles above the disk. It hovers above the Earth, rotating like a clock. But if that were true, we'd all see the Sun 24/7 from any angle. There would be no clear sunrise or sunset, no time zones, no long summer nights in the Arctic. And what about seasons? They're caused by Earth's axial tilt. But in a flat Earth, the Sun simply moving closer doesn't explain the sharp seasonal differences we observe around the globe. Now, let's talk space. On a flat Earth, there are no real satellites, no ISS, no GPS systems as we know them. But we rely on satellite data every second, from navigation to weather tracking. If we lived under a dome, as some flat Earth models suggest, what's holding it up? What's beyond it? And then there's the infamous ice wall. Thousands of miles of frozen barrier, patrolled in secret to keep us from discovering the edge. But where's the proof? Thousands of flights cross Antarctica every year, with no sign of a wall or drop-off. Even if we accept the flat Earth as a thought experiment, its contradictions pile up. Science depends on consistent, testable models. And the flat Earth model falls apart under scrutiny. But maybe that's not the point. Maybe the rise of flat Earth belief isn't about science at all. Maybe it's about something deeper: mistrust in authority, the desire for hidden knowledge, or the feeling that the world isn't what it seems. And that idea is powerful. So what if the Earth were flat? It would be a world without gravity, without seasons, without satellites, and without answers. A planet that collapses under its own contradictions. But exploring that possibility teaches us something valuable. Truth matters, logic matters. And so does asking the big questions. If you enjoyed this deep dive into hypothetical science and cosmic conspiracies, subscribe for more mind-expanding explorations here on Uncharted Secrets.